Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures, and today I'm back with another plastic model kit from Parabellum Games, new Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings. These are the Dweghom, and for you people who like to have normal fantasy names, it's dwarves. But this is their Flame Berserker kit. So obviously we've got, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of like the Earth Caste from the Dragyri from Dark Age. I don't know. I would say that's a good thing. Even the art kind of reminds me of it. They're weird, fantasy, sci-fi looking stuff. Anyway, so these guys were kind of appealing to me. I've always liked the whole idea of the dwarf berserker, troll slayer types, you know. But these dudes are literally on fire, and they're kind of high-tech looking as well, which is kind of cool. So the artwork, unfortunately, looks a lot cooler than the actual model. He looks kind of pot-bellied and silly, but you know what? That's never stopped dwarves from, you know, rocking on the tabletop. And you can see here, as they all are literally on fire in the photos. Let's take a look. So we get 12 models with 3 infantry stands. You can scan the QR codes if need be, but all of those instructions are available online if you really need them. You get a bag of bases. You get a command sprue. Well, that's interesting. He's got like a whole full-on cybernetic prosthetic arm for the champion here. I'm not sure what this is. Is this like his champion super weapon? That's kind of cool. So again, these guys look kind of techy, but they also are kind of techy in the fact that, you know, like they have the giant dragon that has cannons strapped to his back. So take that for what you will. Kind of dwarven runes there. I'm really curious how these guys are going to line up with other dwarven models. We have, if I can figure out where the top and the bottom of this head is. Okay, I think this is the beard, and he's got the big old horn here that actually is going to attach to the champion's head. So, very interesting. Very different. So, if you're very traditional with your dwarves, I don't know if this is going to be a kit that you're going to really want to look at, because these guys look anything but traditional. Very high-tech looking weapons, even for the, you know, very low-tech looking dwarf. I'm really tempted to just paint these dudes up like almost straight sci-fi. So it looks to me, just glancing over, for the most part we have a front and a back of the torso. And then we have a selection of heads, and everybody's going to have 2 axes, it looks like. There's no other options. Now, I'm tempted to save some of these back, because sooner or later I probably will pick up some of the other dwarven Dweghom kits, so it might be worth saving those parts for, and just to see if there's any possibilities of kit bashing them. And let's see, so what is this sprue labeled? It's backwards. This is an A sprue. Oh, okay. They're both A sprues. I've noticed a couple of the Parabellum kits. Some are A's and some are B's, and obviously they're going to be different, but these are the same. So keep that information in mind. And then finally you have a stat card with the QR code for activating them. I do like the ones that came in the starter that actually had the stats listed there. It was a nice touch. I am now going to attempt to build these guys, and we'll grab a couple other dwarf kits, and we'll see how everything stacks up, so hang tight. So we started building up the Flame Berserkers, and I gotta say, they are weird, and I like that. That's a good thing. So let's just start off with the obvious. They've got this weird technological thing going on. Like you can see, I mean, they have like all these weird cavities. Like, why does he have a chest cavity opened up, and why are there like mechanical bits all over him? I don't have an answer. I know they're into the technology, but I mean, they're like really hardcore, almost like machine dudes. You get a couple of repeats per sprue of the bodies. There's a couple of, I don't remember which one. I'd have to look really carefully, and I don't want to. It's these 2 right here. I can see that now. So you have 6 different heads at least. There might be more. And you also have the champion bits here. Champion's crazy looking. So they're all on fire. He's got this giant blade, double prong blade on fire this absolutely bizarre mechanical crab claw thing going on. He's just nuts. I really like this dude. And I'm going to make sure his beard's on fire, too. They're just weird. And again, they have all these weird chest cavity. I guess, is this guy another repeat? Yeah, they are. Okay. So, obviously, you can get a lot of variance between all the heads, and none of the weapons match up in any way, shape, or form. You get one of each on each sprue. Oh, I guess so. If I wanted to make them actually match. I take that back. Rewind that, strike that from the record, and forget what I said. They're just weird. In a good way. Don't get me wrong. I gotta say, so these guys also require quite a bit of cleanup. Those axes were covered in flash. I mean, they were just absolutely sheathed in it. So that was a bit annoying, but that's not the end of the world. Not a huge deal breaker for me. Now, the burning question, literally because they're on fire, right? is how do these guys stack up? So if you're going to put them with other technological dwarves, like if you have Caradon Overlords or anything like that, you can see he's a good head shorter than them. He's a little bit thicker and wider, but he definitely has nowhere near the bulk of the Dweghom here. They're like roided out versions. Grabbing an old-fashioned GW dwarf, you can see again, he definitely doesn't have anywhere near as much bulk or head size and girth. I don't know. Grabbing a resin from Durgan's Paintforge. Again, a Stonehaven mini dwarf, a Mantic dwarf. Oh my goodness, you were dwarfed by the dwarf, Mantic dwarf. These guys are actually a lot closer in size to a human from Conquest than they are any other dwarf models that I own. So the interesting thing, you'll notice I only have 6 of them out of the 12 built. I am holding back building everybody else because I'm curious to see what is possible using the models in the oh gosh, what are they called? The Hold Warriors box. So there's another set of plastics that are already released, and then those I should be getting in the very near future. And then there's a third box of plastic dwarf Dweghom guys coming out in the near future as well. So I saved back a box. I'm just curious how much kit bashing is going to be, you know, straight out of the box available. But absolutely, I really dig this guy, and I'm probably going to spend a lot more time on the unit champion than the rest of the unit. I just got to figure out, I can't make up my mind what I want to do with their skin color. Do I want to go regular, normal flesh tones, or I was thinking like do a really pallid gray, sickly looking, kind of almost like a grayish tan? I don't know. Give me your thoughts below. And hopefully we will continue to see new and interesting models that don't look like everybody else coming from Parabellum Games. So more of this, in my opinion, less of this. I know there's a market for regular humans, and it's just, I'm not one of them. So, and then look at my poor little Frostgrave guy. He's just like boss mode. You're going to get wrecked, my Frostgrave friend. Anyway, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures. Saying thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.